Hi, and welcome back. I am going to do a class today. When I put on this shirt, the shirt is from my sister Laura's Urban Renewal Boutique. And it says, travel the light, live the light, be the light, spread the light. So that's going to be our theme today. Finding that light within ourselves and doing that through our breath and movement. So we're going to begin. We're going to get the music going. And I miss everybody. So hopefully you are doing some yoga in the meantime when we're in our containment. You can use blocks if you need blocks for this sequence or straps. So have those on hand. And here we begin. So we're going to start in a seated position. Legs are in simple Sukhasana. And we're going to do what we call the breath of joy. But we're going to gradually get up into a standing position. So our first is breath of joy seated. It's an inhale, an inhale, an inhale, a big exhale. Hold yourself forward and roll out of the spine. Again. Now we're going to come up onto our knees. The breath of joy on our knees. We're going to have the tailbone tucked. Pull the belly button in to protect the spine. And here we go. Here, we're going to bring our hands down, roll the toes under, coming in our feet hip width apart as we roll up the spine. And ready, as we stand in our Tadasana mountain, the breath of joy. Circle the shoulders, bend the knees, tailbone tucked, thumbs facing forward, and then circle the opposite direction. And then again, inhaling back and circle. And then reverse. We're going to inhale up into tall mountain and coming over into a half moon. Shoulders are pulled down, arms are on either side of the ears, feeling that stretch in our lateral side of our rib cage. Soften the knees, tuck the tailbone, lifting yourself all the way back up. Take a deep mountain breath, exhaling over to the other side. Again, keeping those arms parallel, opening up the shoulders. Soften the knees, tuck the tailbone, pull through the core, lifting all the way up, hands behind the back. You have your hands in Jupiter Mudra if you can. If this is too tight for the shoulders, you can keep the fists apart. And we're going to stand into our mountain and come into Standing Yoga Mudra. Pull the shoulders back, take a deep breath in, exhaling all the way down. Bring your hands down, grabbing onto your elbows as you just dangle and sway from side to side. And gently touch the earth, rolling up the spine. Coming to the front of your mat, we're going to go through some Surya Namaskar, sun salutations, getting our light beaming from within. arms up, a gentle arch back, swan dive all the way down, right leg back into a low lunge, pressing back through the heel. You can use your blocks here if you need to, or come up onto your fingertips. We're going to plant the back foot, coming all the way up into warrior one. Notice the back heel is further than the toe. Your pelvis is facing forward. Take a deep breath, lowering those shoulders. Close your eyes. Feel that breath. Also works with helping with your balance. Swan dive down, hands on either side, coming into plank. Coming into, again, you can drop your knees here if you need to for the push-up pose. Just chaturanga, smoothing yourself all the way up into upward dog. Or you can just come up into a little cobra. Or into sphinx. Whatever feels comfortable for your back. We're warming up. From here, we're going to push up into plank, back into downward dog. Lifting up the right leg into three-legged dog. Exhaling the knee all the way forward into a lunge. Taking the left foot to meet the right. Rolling up the spine. Hands come into Vishnali Mudra. Take a deep breath in. Circle the arms up. Gentle arch back. Swan dive all the way down. Left leg back into a lunge. Pressing back through that back heel. Planting that back foot. Heel out further than the toe. Inhaling up. Warrior one, pressing those shoulders down, tucking the tailbone, lifting the heart center up. Breathing, coming all the way down, back into a lunge. Coming into plank, to push-up pose. Chaturanga, upward dog, plank. Tabletop. Roll the toes under. Downward dog. Pressing into downward dog. Work those heels. Lifting that left foot up into three-legged dog. Exhaling the knee into the chest, stepping forward into a lunge. And stepping forward and up. Rolling up the spine. And breathe. Opening up into a five-pointed star. Both toes are in. Open up the arms, palms facing forward. We're going to tilt over to the right. Again, feeling into the stretch. Squeezing through the core and tilting over to the other side. And lifting up. Reaching the arms up. Bringing them down into Vishnali Mudra, turning the toes out. Coming into the goddess pose. Into this wide squat, you want to make sure that the knees are over the ankles. Depending on how wide the hips can open. You're going to tuck the tailbone under. You're going to come up onto the ball of the right foot. And you're just going to press back. So we're pressing through the hip, feeling the hip joint pressing back. You're squeezing the glutes. You bring yourself up and then release left leg, press back. So try to open up these hips, working into our creative power of the sacral chakra, working with balance. Crown of the head reaching up, hands come together. You're going to press the energy between the hands as you come up onto the balls of both feet and press. Gently press back. Deep breath. Working into your balance. And breathe. Reaching the arms all the way up. Hold tall. Isometric hold. And then come down. You're going to press back On the left foot, as the right foot points forward, pelvis is forward, shoulders are forward, spreading that energy out, reaching yourself over, reach, coming down into Trikonasana. Now ideally, you're not trying to bring so much weight onto the front foot. You're tucking the tailbone under, trying to use your core. Here is a time that you could use the block to help. Using heat on your shin, or if you're deep enough, you can grab down onto the foot or to the floor. Making sure that arm is open right on top of that shoulder. Both shoulders are opening. Taking a deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. You're going to cartwheel that left hand down. Right hand comes on the opposite side of that right foot. You're going to take your left foot, bringing that heel slightly out, toes in, into Purvattanasana, head to knee pose. Again, be mindful of this front knee and the hamstring. If it's too tight, you can keep that knee slightly bent. And take a deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Lifting up. Taking that left hand down. Again, you can use the block if you need to. And you're going to pull back that right hip. Squeeze the inner thighs as you twist. You might need to bring that back foot up slightly, coming into a revolve Iti Trikonasana, revolve triangle. And again, breathe as you twist. Inhaling and exhaling. And coming back, facing forward, Purvattanasana. Step your fingers slightly forward as you bend the knee, coming up into standing split. If you wish to take it into a balance challenge, you're going to take the right hand to the ankle. You're going to lift up slightly, tuck the tailbone. Left hand comes to the ankle, coming into what we call the falling tree. Grabbing down, stepping that back foot back, reaching yourself all the way up into Warrior Two. Coming back into the Goddess pose. Inhale up. Left foot is going to point forward. Right foot pushes back. Coming over and down into Trikonasana. Again, we're not trying to bring all this weight onto this hand. We're using our core strength. Placing it where it feels comfortable, that this torso falls in line with that front leg, not leaning forward, pulling back. So again, feeling what feels comfortable, hand reaching up towards the ceiling. You're going to pull back both shoulders, neck can reach up towards the ceiling or down towards the feet, whatever feels comfortable. Take some deep breaths in. Inhaling and exhaling. Cartwheeling this right hand down and around. You're going to separate the feet slightly. Right foot pulls back. You come down into Purvattanasana. Again, you can use the blocks for the hands. You're going to come up into an upward salute, neck in line with the spine. You're going to take, so you're going to pull back through this left hip as you twist, lifting yourself up into a revolve triangle. So that you don't have to have the hands on the floor. You can have them up on your shin. You can come and revolve higher up, just so you're feeling that twist. And breathe, opening up those shoulders. Inhaling and exhaling and coming all the way back. Purvattanasana, head down towards the knee. You're going to lift up into standing split. You're going to come up into a half jackknife, tuck the tailbone under, pull the belly in. Left hand comes to the left leg. Right hand working into your balance. Keep breathing. Feel that energy. If you fall out, come back in. Use your breath. Inhaling and exhaling. And then release. Drop down the back foot. Reaching all the way up into Warrior Two. Coming back into Goddess Pose. Coming to a balance on both balls of the feet. Inhaling up. Pull that tailbone back as you reach. Taking the hands down. Turn the toes in, heels out. The wide angle forward bend. Left hand in the middle of the feet. Right arm reaching up. And exhaling, bringing that right hand to that left ankle. A deeper twist. And reach. And coming back down. Right hand in the middle, left arm reaches up. Nice big stretch. Exhaling that hand through to the right leg. Reaching all the way back up. Coming back to center. Pulling the heels in as you come down into a squat. Lifting yourself all the way up. Inhaling and exhaling. Bringing your fingertips around the right foot as the toes point forward. You're going to come onto the ball of the foot. You're going to extend out into the left leg, out onto a diagonal, into the gate pose, tucking the tailbone under, and trying to work with your balance. Breathing, inhaling and exhaling. You can always keep the hands here. Pulling up through the core. We're going to slide this leg through. We're going to come over to the other side. Ball of the left foot. Right leg is on a diagonal. Your left sit bone is onto the back of the heel. And you are up into the gate pose. And breathe. Inhaling and exhaling. Coming back to center. We're still in our squat. We're going to take our hands forward and come up onto the balls of our feet. We're going to have our shoulders tucked in, elbows are out, fingers nice and wide into the claws of what would be the crow. As you go through this pose, I just want you to rock forward and then squeeze back. Rock forward and squeeze back. You notice that I'm trying to keep the neck in line with the spine, and I'm really working through my core and squeezing my legs together. I'm really working inner thigh movement. So I'm coming in, I'm leaning forward, trying to find balance. You're working on lifting one leg up, trying to find the balance, the other leg. As you reach, breathe. Inhale, exhale. If this is too much, all you have to do is practice into the movement of coming forward, pulling back, coming forward, moving back, coming forward, catching that wing and lift, and drop to feet. Coming all the way up. We're going to work our way down. Grabbing onto the back of the legs, lifting up the legs, pulling through the core, open up the heart, bringing the arms out to the side as we're in half Navasana, coming into full Navasana, extending the feet, opening the heart. From full Navasana, or you can still stay in your half, you're going to come down as you roll down the spine into canoe. Squeezing through the core, tip of chin is pointing to our heart center. Reach, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Working with the breath, you're going to take a deep breath in. Exhale, pull the knees into the chest, half boat, full boat, full Navasana. Feeling that strength and energy through your core. Rolling yourself down into half pin. So the modification is always dropping the feet. You can always stay up here. You don't need to move from back and forth. You're feeling what feels comfortable. So roll ourselves all the way down. Full body stretch. Bringing the knees into the chest. We're going to rock ourselves up. Flip ourselves over. Hi, Libby. Come here. Come sit down. Come sit down. Sit down. Come on, baby. Sit down. So we're coming into on our bellies. You're going to crisscross your arms. You're going to have your feet, top of the feet against the earth, forehead resting on the forearm, lifting up the leg, and you're in a circle. Squeezing into the glutes, circling the other way, and then isolating it in tiny lifts. You're going to flex, lift, point, lift, flex, lift, point, lift. This whole time, your both pelvic bones should be on the earth. You're tucking the tailbone under so you're not getting such a sway back. And just working back and forth into this movement. Bringing the right leg down, starting it with the back leg, or the left leg, lifting up. Tiny circles. Circling the other way. Coming back to center, point lift, flex lift, point lift, flex lift, point lift, flex lift, point lift, flex lift. Bring it all the way back. Bring the heels in towards the sit bones. You can try to grab one hand onto each feet, or you can work on just one side. Up, trying to lift this leg up off the earth, and then switching to the other leg, whatever feels comfortable. You can try to do both at the same time, where you push your feet into the hands and lift up through the heart center. That stays in line with the spine. Taking a deep breath, pulling and opening up through that chest. Inhale, exhale, and release. Up, going back into downward dog, pressing through. Inhale forward into plank. Drop your knees here if you need to. Push-up pose, sliding forward and up into upward dog, coming back into plank or to tabletop. Exhaling back into your downward dog, walking your hands towards your feet. Rolling up the spine, coming into the center of the mat, feet hip width apart, doing into the breath of joy. Rolling up the spine, and again. Coming down onto your knees, coming up. The light from within. Crisscrossing your legs, coming into a simple Sukhasana, breath of joy. Finding the soles of the feet. It's like making those feet a little wider in a diamond shape. Coming in Parasana, star pose. Star is light. We're going to slide the left hand through the legs, the right hand. You pull back through your sit bone, pulling your torso forward as you try to bring the forehead closer towards the feet, creating a star pose. Inhaling and exhaling. So wherever you are, you might be up here, you might be here, you might just be here. It just is to feel this forward bend with the hips open. And lifting all the way up, legs together. We're coming all the way to the front of our mats. We're going to roll down. We're going to bring the knees up towards the chest if it feels good. If not, you're just going to let your legs then Vritti Karni, legs up, feet flexed, hip distance apart, and you can hold yourself here. Knees into the chest. You're going to lift the tailbone up. You're going to drop the legs overhead, hands on the lower back. You're going to drop the knees down towards the ears into Karnipti Asana, knee to ear pose. Start stretching out that lower back, pressing through the feet. You're going to tuck those shoulders under. Just a little rocking back and forth to get those shoulders tucked and pulled away from the ears. You're going to lift up the left leg, lift up the right leg, coming into your shoulder stance. Spreading out those toes. Couple of breaths. Keep pulling up and tucking that tailbone under. Using your core. More advanced is bringing the hands down, balancing, but not bringing that weight onto the neck or the shoulders. You're using a lot of core strength, inner thighs, and then rolling down the spine. Soles of the feet against the earth. We're going to inhale the pelvis up, exhaling it down. Inhaling the pelvis up, exhaling it down. Arms in gold pose, knees up, in reverse table, dropping those legs over to the left, look over to the right, and breathe. And bring yourself all the way back up. Squeezing those inner thighs and dropping the legs over to the right as you look over towards the left. And breathe. And bringing both legs back up. We're going to bond the soles of the feet. Coming down. As you feel like you form this diamond. Tucking the tailbone under, pull the belly button in towards the spine. I'm going to change the music for our meditation. I want you to listen to this song called Diamond in the Sun. The first part of it is in Sanskrit. It's may all people be happy and well. May all people be happy and be well. So let's lay down. Loka Samasta Sukino Bhavantu Loka Samasta Sukino Bhavantu Let your feet flat open. Rest those shoulders. Shake the head from side to side. Allow yourself to feel that light within, that diamond. You're like that diamond in the sky, bright. And deep breath in and exhale. Deep breath in. And exhale. Close your eyes. Take the index finger, allow the tip to touch the tip of the thumb and the Jana Mudra. Bring that union of ourself to our higher power. And breathe. Just focus as we bring ourselves and wiggle our toes and fingers, and bringing yourself to a couple of deep breaths to wake up that body, wake up that mind. Bring your knees into your chest, roll over to your right side. May you give yourself the hug that's needed for today. Loka. Sava. Srino Bhavantu. May we all find happiness, peace, and health. Come and push yourself up into a simple Sukhasana. We bring our hands together into Rajnali Mudra, and Namaste. Have a good day.